draw at that point in time. So Vargas needed to prove himself something, especially when he's calling out people like Munguia. So for him to get this victory was really good. And again, he did it against a crafty veteran because we saw what Soto did versus Rios a couple months back, and that's why he got this fight. So it's really good. It's a feel-good story for Jesse. Jesse just needs to continue working. I think the relationship between him and Freddie is going to be better than any of the other ones. He looked good.
He looked great.
He looked really good. So we'll just see how it goes on in the future for him.
Big shout out to Vicky Clark. What's up?
Hi, Vicky.
Sarah Candy from San Diego.
Sarah, San Diego, baby.
Tony Vasquez. What up? Joe Rosales. What's up, bro, man? Juan Fierros is here in the house too. So what's up, everybody? And I think, like you guys said, Jesse made a point. I think Jesse's gonna get the payday. He's gonna get Munguia. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's just make sure.
Well, Eddie said it. Eddie said it after we asked him if we're gonna get it. He's like, yes, they're both DAZN, so why not? Why not?
We'll see because again, Munguia is having trouble making that 154. Okay, so maybe he might not. He might just go up to 160 and vacate.
Can we kind of rewind of that decision about Munguia that they won't go look into the score, or they looked into the scores?
Oh yeah, that's news.
Yeah, let's talk about that because it is.
That just came out like about 2-3 days ago,
yeah,
right?
it came out, and what was his name that fought him?
Dennis Hogan.
Dennis Hogan. He supposedly won the fight based on what everyone saw, and a little pissed. So I don't know. Did you guys watch the fight, and what did you guys think?
Well, what I think, my opinion, the whole rescoring thing, I'm against that because you're going into rescoring a fight with something already in your mind,
in your head.
Plus, nobody gets to rescore a fight. I mean, like you get people online saying, "Yeah, after I went on my rescore, I watched the fight again." There's no such thing. But I think they scored it a draw, right?
No. Munguia got it.
They gave it to Munguia.
Munguia got it. It was a majority decision.
Yeah.
One of the cards had a draw.
When they rescored it.
No, when they rescored it was 115, 113. Yeah. They had, I think, 8 other judges rejudging a panel, and the average score came to 115, 113 Munguia. So the average score still gave it to Munguia.
Okay.
So I mean, there was some drama. I mean, and then also that there was no testing after the fight, so that was a big deal, and that's a big deal right now in our sport. But hey, man,
especially considering
it's called carne, bro.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Let me give it to you like this, man. We saw what happened with Big Baby Miller. Like a lot of people have said that his testing wasn't that thorough in his last couple of fights, and in this one he gets popped for 3 times. We've had it at times where we think a Mexican fighter is going to be the goods. Give me Chavez Jr. Everybody thought he was going to be the goods, and then we found out that there have been fights where he goes to the fight and there's no testing after. And then once there is testing, he gets popped for weed. So there's something there. And then Munguia, being the hot streak that he is, the young upstart, he's 22, 23. Everybody looks at him, thinks he's a total package and everything like that. You need to test this kid just to prove to him that you are not just giving him the stardom because of the looks and what you think he has, but he also could back it up. And like we talked last time when we saw this fight, it wasn't that great of a performance, but he needs to at least prove that he's 100% clean.
Was he supposed to test after the fight?
Yeah, they always
they're supposed to. They're always supposed to.
Yeah,
but the fight in Mexico.
Yeah, and his opponent said we waited an hour and still waiting, and
cool.
So I mean that's what happened. So that's news, and we had to talk about it. But apparently no one really talked about it, which is kind of weird. But hey.
Well,
I still want a Vargas Munguia fight.
Yeah, I do.
But I honestly think that if we end up doing the testing, we probably don't get any of this Munguia Vargas. You know what I mean?
No,
yeah.
Let's just say because it could be in question, right? Let's say the guy's.
Why would he do that? Why would he not test?
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. So we wouldn't be able to get that Vargas Munguia fight if we do get it.
I think Vargas cares nonetheless because he saw the performance he had versus Hogan, and he knows that he has the skills to hurt him. It's just that at the end of the day, you just want an even playing field. That's it.
Of course.
Hey, I guess Salson's team wants me to get tested after the show, bro. I have a lot of testosterone, bro. So that's what we're gonna get. All right, but let's get to the fight of the weekend. I think this is the fight of the weekend. I think that Denny Roman
and Doheny.
And Doheny. What did you guys think about that fight, man?
Great fight.
Oh my God, it was just from the minute they started, they promised us an all-action war, and they sure gave us one. I mean, did you see their faces, their eyes? It was. They were battered
beautiful.
To a pulp, and I love that.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, what a card that they put on, right? The zone on.
And again, last time I was here, I begged people, go get tickets for this because you will not be disappointed. And look at the card we got.
But Daniel Roman always I mean, he always impresses me. He fought a guy that was a better boxer than him.
Undefeated, better
undefeated. The guy that was willing to go toe to toe.
Yeah.
And he still found a way to beat him. I thought he, beat him. I know that the zone people had it. One guy had it a draw, and the other guy had it for Roman. But I mean, Roman just keeps passing the test.
I think if Doheny didn't drop in the last round,
You had it at a draw?
I had it at a draw. It was that close. Roman they both got dropped.
Right.
And then
No,
Doheny.
Roman never went down.
No.
He got hurt in the
He
seventh.
got hurt.
That's
Really
it, okay,
bad.
there you go.
He got
So, but
hurt
I
really
think
bad.
I
But-
considered as
okay.
I called that as a 10-8 round.
Can you consider
No, no,
that?
I made it as a 10-8 round.
right?
That
So,
is a debate.
yeah.
That is a debate that I actually had with somebody at Media Row. I had two people sitting next to me. One who really enjoys Danny Roman, his fighting style. Another person who went there a little bit like, okay, just let me see how this is. Honestly, just my breakdown before I even get into this. This is the best fight that if you want to teach someone what the 10-9 round system is, to do it. Because round per round, there are so many different variances of how it goes. Because in the first round, you have Roman being the aggressor and Doheny backing up and Roman catching him. And then later on in the fight, you see Doheny just right there battling toe-to-toe. And then you get into that seventh round. That could have been a 10-8 round, considering how dominant he was in that fight.
That was incredible.
The fact that Roman didn't go down once or even take a knee is just shows what kind of character the kid has. Because he could have been, at any point in time, could have taken a knee and said, like, let me rest here because this guy is kicking my ass at this moment. But he didn't. But he showed resistance, resilience, and he went on and he won the fight. You are absolutely right. I'll be there with you. That if he didn't drop him later in that fight, it more than likely would have been a draw.
I mean, I think I would love to see a rematch.
Yeah.
I've already called it. I've told Eddie. I've told
Where do you want
both
it?
of them. Here.
Here again.
Don't-
Here or Vegas?
No, here.
No, here.
As a main event?
I would take that as a
Saturday
main
night,
event.
too?
Yeah, I'll go on that right now.
I would take that as a main event. Like Vegas won't. No, we need that because this card was tailor made for LA for the Angelinos fans. And man, unfortunately, it wasn't packed because Clippers, Dodgers, the draft.
Maybe the day. Friday.
No, it was the day. It was the day. Honestly, that's another debate I had with somebody too.
Oh,
Friday is
the
terrible
day.
because you started the fights at 6. I give it to you. You know, people get out at work normally 4:30, 5 o'clock. Give them an hour drive. But who really wants to go to a fight in your work clothes? You want to go home. You want to change. You want to do this.
Bro,
if
if
they
you're
would have
not a
done it,
mechanic,
if you want to do this on Saturday, you would have gotten at least 1,000, 2,000 more people there. And even Eddie Hearn himself said, Friday nights aren't good for the gate.
Well, he couldn't get on Saturday. He couldn't get the venue.
Oh no, I
But
agree. I agree.
It was,
I agree that sometimes, given the situation that Friday nights and everything like that, but if you could give the fight fans something like this on Friday night and then propose them the exact same card or something equal, if not better, on a Saturday, you've hooked them. You've got them.
Yeah.
So it's the whole supply and demand thing. You
It's something.
you supply something great for them on a night that they can't get it, but if you supply it to them on a day they can, the demand will be much higher.
Absolutely.
People want to know if this is Dr. Pepper.
And where did
This is
Daniel Roman get his
Tecate.
power from all of a sudden?
The official beer of boxing.
Danny Roman is not a power fighter. Danny Roman is a pressure fighter, and you got to understand that. So once he's able to break you down, he gets it. And once
he's gonna
once
tear you
the
up.
Doheny felt that punch to the
Mixes his
liver.
punches
Did
very
he
well,
break
too.
his rib?
No, I don't know
No,
what
no,
he
no,
did,
no.
but I literally called it the moment I saw it because the people around me
He
did.
hunched.
He literally caught
Yeah.
him with a clean counter left uppercut right here, perfectly, right there, to the point where
Where?
right here,
Yeah.
right here, right here.
It was like at the- yeah.
right, on the
Right
guy's
where?
leg.
Where?
Right on that bottom rib part, right on that bottom rib part. But he caught him perfectly clean. And it was
Sure, sure,
amazing.
sure.
So it was just, it was really good. It was a great fight. If you want to watch any fight on Friday and say that is the best fight of the weekend or anything, that's the fight you watch. You watch Roman versus Doheny.
Okay, guys, don't forget we're still gonna talk about Canelo versus Jacobs. We're just now, breaking down the fights of the weekend. So chill out.
We'll get into
all right?
it.
Yeah,
We'll
there's
get
a
there
lot
soon.
of
We'll get there
fights.
soon.
And don't forget, please share, guys. Please share. Who do I have there? No, I don't know. All right, let's get to the main event. The main event: Ruiz versus Juan Francisco Estrada. What a schooling, man! I thought it was the second half
Well, let's
of the
debate
first
this.
fight.
Let's debate
You
this.
really?
Because you said schooling and let's debate this. Let's debate this.
To me, it was a continuation of the sixth round. Um,
Sort of. If Sorungasai fought in Southpaw, that would be the continuation, the 13th on.
That's the problem.
It was
But that's
not.
his bad.
I know, but we were hoping for that, and when he came out in Orthodox, I think everyone that noticed it was kind of like,
taken off guard.
what the hell's going on here? And I'm like, maybe he's gonna switch it. Maybe he was injured. Maybe he had something up his sleeve. I think it was a little too far up his sleeve where his corner didn't see it. I don't know. I don't know what the hell they were
Or
thinking.
did he not do the diet?
No, and this is something I wanted to say right now. Most people say this. Most fighters say this. The fight is won in the gym before you go into the ring.
The weigh-in,
And
yeah.
You and I were there at the weigh-in, and we saw that his team had to carry him onto that scale.
Whoa.
Yeah. He wasn't.
He
He didn't look like he could
was
make that weight
dehydrated.
as comfortably as
Yeah.
most people.
But they
think he
usually
can.
say when that happens that the fighter fades at the end of the fight, and to him he.
Well,
Because
but
yeah.
he saved his
Southpaw.
strength switching into that orthodox because he didn't know what to do at that point in time. All you're doing right there is moving. You're not really throwing punches,
But what
so
I'm
you're
saying
not
is
wasting
far-
energy. So
Yeah.
when you go back to the stance that you're normally adjusted to, you are able to throw and do things. That's why the first half, I'll give it to you. It was probably about 4-2 for Estrada
Oh, man,
in the first half.
I had it 7-0.
Yeah, no, but
Oh, wow.
yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna go with.
I gave him 1 round at least.
I spoke to Steve Kim afterwards, after the fight and everything, and he had it 7-5. I agreed with him. I thought 7-5, 8-4 would be the best judgment,
Yeah.
the best score, considering. But if Sor Rungvisai would have fought the way he normally fights, from beginning to end, the fight would have been much closer than it was.
So Steve K had him 1 round away from being a draw.
1 round away
Yeah.
from being a
That's
draw.
way
Yeah.
out.
A
No,
lot
so-
of
my
people
opinion. This is
media
my
wrote
No,
opinion.
your
it.
opinion, yeah.
Yeah, this is my opinion.
But again,
Everybody
where
sees
did you watch the fight?
On TV.
I saw it live.
My
You see,
boxers.
there's a difference when you watch things with different
All
camera
perception.
angles than
Okay.
watching it from one angle.
It's all perception.
It's
Okay,
perception.
so let me tell you something. They're asking me to give you a beer. Why don't you want a beer? Tell them, because
I don't drink beer. Beer is fattening. Sorry, Tecate, but I just don't drink beer. I just don't drink beer.
That's why I don't drink beer. I drink liquor.
You,
All right,
Corona Light.
Want to continue?
all right. So how about Saturday night? I know you were interested in one of the fights that we were watching earlier, which was Nonito Donaire versus the late addition of Stefan Young. Donaire gets that KO in the 6th round. What y'all think about that one?
KO of the year so far.
Beautiful. It was beautifully done. I think, I don't think anyone thought of Nonito with that power. I mean, because the last fight he fought, he won by I don't want
By
to
a
say
backbreaker
default,
or
but it's
something.
just, yeah. But I think people just needed to see if Nonito still had it, and sure enough, he showed us. Showed us out.
I'm glad he showed us that he still had
Me
it.
too.
The one thing is, Nonito has always been a gentleman in the sport. He's always been
Absolutely.
great. He's been a fan-friendly guy from jump to now. The reason why I like the fact that he did this is because I may not be in the business of it, but it's great for boxing.
Absolutely.
Because you're about to get a fantasy fight.
Mm-hmm.
You may not get Nonito Donaire in his prime, but you're getting Nonito Donaire.
Yeah.
And we all agree that
The monster.
Inoue is going to win.
No
his
way,
fight.
my favorite.
So Donaire's in the final?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
And
in
you
the
know
final.
who's
He's
gonna
waiting
box
for
you?
Inoue and Rodriguez.
Hopefully you knew he doesn't get hurt and they crown him.
Because
Say that.
Inoue versus Filipino Flash is a dream
Yeah,
fight.
but-
At prime versus prime, it's
I thought
literally
Tete was
prime.
going to beat
It's
him, but
literally
he
it.
got hurt. So
So what happens now since Tete's out? Like, do they
No.
get to? I don't know. How does that work? Not
Well,
them fight, but
well,
is there
here's the thing.
a
This-
consolation
This
fight?
would be awesome if
What
like
happened?
Well, didn't what's his name? Somebody get
Burnett?
hurt before on the other one. The
Yeah,
one
that
that-
was the one that Nonito fought.
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no,
before they fought.
Before the other one, the other Super Series, the one where what's his name?
Progress?
Yeah.
Wait, no, probably
No, no, no.
not.
Not the one Progress?
progress.
No, 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 no. The one before, the one for the 168.
Oh, for the super middleweight one.
Super
Yeah,
middleweight.
yeah.
Somebody got hurt too.
Somebody got hurt, and that's
and
why
yeah, they're out. I don't
Yeah,
know,
they're
they're
out.
out.
Oh,
Yeah, they don't get
that
anything.
They should do something for that fighter because at that point in time, like he didn't get eliminated into the tournament.
Yeah.
So
Give
it
him
should
a
be.
gift basket.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
hold on. Give him a fight versus
I
like
think maybe-
the runner up at that fight. If you like,
Or
let's say-
maybe the next WB Super Series.
yeah, bring him back.
You know, I think that's fair.
That works.
Why not?
All right, what about the big man, the scary monster for the 140s, Progress?
Oh,
He gets a TKO.
did
in
you
the
not
second.
hear his speech? The
No.
F-bomb. Woo!
Give it to me.
It was just-
Give me a summary of the F bombs.
It was like, no one can fuck
You
with
could
me. I'm
cuss.
the fucking best. Basically, he's just the fucking best.
Basically-
and he calls
basically
everyone
watch-
out, which I think is true. I think it's great.
Now, do you guys think he's the kingpin of the 140s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only person that could at this point in time, break him and take his crown from him, and it won't happen.
Don't say Ramirez.
Don't
say that.
Is the ex-king of 140. And that's
Crawford?
But Crawford will not come down.
He's not coming back.
Yeah.
No, but that's it. That's what I'm saying. He won't come down. But Progress is the king right now at 140. If
Yeah,
Crawford
he is.
said it, let's do this and make it at 140. And if Crawford can make the weight comfortably, he dethrones him. But that's it. Beyond that,
Shoot,
Progress
he has
is
a
the
better
king.
time. He has a better chance of getting that fight than Errol Spence. My God.
Yeah, he does.
Seriously.
I said 140 king right now. We don't count Mikey because I'm not disrespecting Mikey. What I'm saying is
Oh.
we know Mikey where he's at. Mikey's
Mikey's at 140 right now.
Yeah, but even then he's still the champion.
At 135.
He's still the champion at 135.
Yeah, I thought he vacated.
No,
vacated.
he didn't vacate.
Yes, he did.
What's the word here? Emeritus? I forget the word here.
Oh yeah, Emeritus or
Emeritus,
something.
whatever. He's the champion, so he's basically holding that title, but they'll put it up against somebody. Kind of the same way how
It's like
how,
a vacant. They
yeah,
fight
it's kind of
for
how
the vacant.
Pacquiao has the WBA belt, but the real WBA champion at 147 is Thurman. It's
So
kinda
like a
that.
regular
So he
Yeah,
and
might
that's what I'm worried
super.
about.
He
Yeah.
recently said that he's gonna vacate.
No,
Yeah.
he kept the belt, and you can read it on the WBC's website, their timeline, or anything. He is just the champion at Hermit. I have no idea how to say that word.
So, okay.
So should we talk about the draw?
Which draw?
Which one?
The Robert Eastern versus.
Oh my God!
Most
It was
people-
like, were they? I seriously, did you see those scores? I've
I'ma
never
tell you this,
seen
I'ma tell you
single
this.
digit scores in my life.
The fact that not one fighter landed more than 10 punches in
Oh.
one round goes to show that, I'm sorry, I love Showtime and I love the fights that they put on there as of late, but that has probably had to have been the worst fight.
The worst.
For the main event in a
Was
It
while.
was
worse
like they
than-
were dancing like mimes or so. Oh my
Was it
God!
worse than Bradley versus Alexander? Remember that one?
That was actually better.
That was horrible.
That was actually better, to tell you.
They had
Alexander versus
double
Bradley was
digits
better.
That-
I mean, for Robert Easter to say he was so pissed that it was a draw. What did you do in the fight? I
The
mean,
most punches you landed in that entire fight was 8 punches in one round. That's it. While your opponent landed 6. You didn't outland him that much.
so bad.
I'm gonna give this one to Juan Fierro's best comment. Fuck that fight.
We're about to skip.
I
over
co-sign
fight.
that.
Alrighty.
We're about to skip that recap like most people did that fight.
yeah.
Here we go, guys.
We already talked too much about it.
We are.
We gave it so much. We gave it more attention.
We gave more attention than
They
Showtime.
did, yeah.
So let me get to this part. It's called What's Hot on Social Media. Any of you guys know what's hot right now?
Well, she brought a topic up earlier,
Oh,
which was
bring it
the freaking the scoring.
The scoring.
But the hottest thing right now, obviously.
Jarrell.
No.
Which
The
one?
hottest thing right now, it has to do with Jarrell, but because he's out, the fact that Andy Ruiz
Woo!
got the fight versus Anthony Joshua.
Yay!
Well, he's agreed to terms.
Yes.
And he'll be here next week.
But
to
agree
confirm.
to terms means basically
You know
it's
he's
done.
taking that
It's
fight.
done. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, he is the best replacement that is not named
Yeah,
Luis
and
Ortiz.
he will be here next week, so
And now you guys know who's here next week.
Ow!
Can I come crash?
You can tell me. You can tell me.
Woo! I'm coming to
I
crash,
asked the
y'all.
same question. We need a fifth mic then.
Yeah, you. All right. So what about? I heard about this rumor. Klitschko is hinting at returning to the ring.
No.
Well, they
Yes.
just did the 2-year
No, I
anniversary.
know.
They just did the 2-year
Yeah, for
anniversary. They've
Joshua.
been doing it. Honestly, let us give that fight its props. It is the best heavyweight. It was the best heavyweight
Yeah.
fight we have seen this decade. It is the best one. Klitschko versus Joshua was the best one. But Klitschko to come back. Don't do it, my man.
No.
Just you
Just
have your daughter.
enjoy your retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
Yeah.
Do your thing, man.
There's a
you
reason.
did what you did during your prime. We more than likely didn't appreciate it here in the States. I know over in
Well-
Europe they did. But do your thing. Have fun with your kid. Have fun with your family. Do not come back. And if you do come back, be a representative of the sport.
Yeah.
Do not fight in the ring. Just do your thing.
Doesn't he still own some part of
K1.
K2, right?
K2.
Yeah,
K2.
K2. Bring in some fighters.
Who's on K2 now? Is anyone
most
fighting
of
for
most of them
K2?
moved on to the Tom
Does-
Loeffler brand, the 360.
That or DAZN?
Yeah.
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 speaking of fighters making a comeback, what's up with Maidana? Changes his mind.
That's another good
Oh.
one. You know what?
He
Hey,
just up and left.
if again,
You think you've seen everybody test positive?
it's
You see
no,
him?
it's difficult. It's
He
difficult.
lived in life.
Hey man, dude, when you're a
They're
fat
gonna
guy,
catch me.
when you're a fat guy coming down in weight, it's difficult.
Yeah.
Mind you, he
Fire.
actually has a target weight that he needs to get to.
He lost 44 pounds.
Exactly. Thank you. And it's
It was-
difficult to do that.
There's a video, I think Fight Hub has it, where Ruiz is working him out. I don't know if you saw that video.
Yeah, by Sean.
He's like,
Yeah,
Sean
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 just like,
Zita.
It's like that looked really. I got tired just watching him.
No, but see, that was at the beginning of his camp. That was literally at the beginning of his camp. Mind you, right now he's about 44 pounds lighter, so his videos might look better. But once you've done it, he reached the plateau. He reached the plateau. He fought the Money Man twice because a lot of people thought he won that first one. So he fought him a second time. He got that Mayweather money. Once you reach that plateau, it's kind of difficult for you to come down.
It's because like Klitschko too, they're fighters, right? They feel like they want to.
They want to come
They
back,
still feel good. I mean, they're not old men, but the reality is that they're not what they used to be.
They feel,
Yeah,
they
they
feel like
still
they
still have it in them.
that
They have it in
FOMO
them.
feel.
I still feel good, but I know that I'm not,
Yeah.
20
Okay.
something.
Wait, who's the other one?
Alberto Urias says that those knees gave up.
Those
Well,
knees.
if he has some
gave-
inside
yeah.
info that we don't know, hey,
Yeah,
my bro,
okay.
come on and let us know what it is. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, to drop 44 pounds in
He
the
dropped
time,
a kid, dude.
Yeah.
That's a kid, bro.
Yeah, it is a kid. That is a child. But to drop 44 pounds at that point in time, given from then to now,
Pretty good.
that's just an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you know what it was. It was who were they gonna pair him? Because he would need to fight somebody in the next few months.
Well, the
You
deal
know what I
was,
mean?
and I'm gonna give out a shout out to Coppinger because my Coppinger did say this. It was a 3-fight deal.
Yeah, 3.
It was a 3-fight deal. He was gonna come back at 154 to test himself out, and then go back down to 147 to get into the welterweight ranks. At 154, who do you really have at the PBC?
Well, he needs to get somebody easy.
Yeah, he had, no. But again, you're right. He needs to get somebody easy. But who in 154 at PBC is easy and at the same time has a name? And again, that's the thing with PBC. You may think that some of the matches are one-sided, but the person they are fighting has a name, has a
Yeah.
reputation, has a record. So who at 54 has that for Maidana? And it's a really short list at that
It
point
is
in
very
time.
short.
At 47, you
Yeah,
have
47, he has a whole
47,
list.
you have a whole list. And I'm sorry for saying it, but you have
Man, he
the
just-
Birdos, the Josecitos, the Victor Ortizes,
Yeah.
the Brandon Rioses. You have those people there.
You got
At
some
54, you
stalkers
don't.
up in here, Cynthia.
I don't even.
Well, we
Hi
put out
guys, hi girls. Okay, now how about Maravilla, Sergio Martinez, and
That just came out today.
God, Chavez Jr. Okay,
Why?
Stop.
Why?
Don't.
No, he
Why?
said,
Don't do
oh
it.
yeah, Maravilla, Chavez Jr.
Yeah,
Maravilla.
Chavez Jr. Don't
No,
do it again.
I mean that
Don't.
fight was great. I mean he almost had it in the last round, like he buckled his knee, but no, it's first of all he hasn't even been in the ring.
Ooh,
That fight
Juan
is-
Fierro says, why not?
Because that
Why
fight,
not?
Okay, because then you
That's
ruined-
like Klitschko coming back out.
and fighting Joshua again.
Yeah,
You ruined
no.
the stigma of the first fight. The first fight was amazing.
It was a
because-
classic.
It was a classic, and it's not a classic because of what Chavez did.
They're
It's a classic because of what Maravilla did. Maravilla dominated the
Yeah.
entire fight, and then what happened? Chavez had that 11th and 12th
Oof,
round where he dropped
almost.
him and almost pulled off the exact same thing his father did. And you know what? It's also shout out to my boy John Molina Jr. It's almost the whole Mickey Bay versus John Molina Jr. thing. Mickey Bay dominated the first 9 rounds. We got a classic ending with John Molina knocking him out like that, technically finishing there. But you can't knock the stigma of the first fight. The stigma has so much, and
It's
you just can't do
obviously
it.
a money fight. They
Right.
want to create a fight that they're going to make money. That's all it is.
Yeah,
but
but it's a money fight.
is Chavez gonna fight?
Is he
What
gonna
do you
make
put-
weight?
Right. Is he gonna make
Is he
weight
gonna
or
train?
fight?
Is he gonna make weight? Is he gonna train? Is he gonna pass a drug test?
Is he going to work out and eat Cheerios?
Exactly.
Is he gonna work out in his
Underwear.
living room?
And
like
Is
last
he gonna
time?
wear pink underwear?
Pink
That's what
underwear,
I'm
thank you.
saying.
And then
You need
Maravilla,
to-
you gotta go. Is his knees all right? Are they gonna clear him medically to make it? There's
Would
so
you watch
many
that fight?
questions.
Yeah,
I would watch it.
I would
See,
watch
there
it.
you
You
go.
would
Of course, I would
That's
watch it for
why
Maravilla.
I will tell you
Yeah,
this to answer your question.
He's cute.
We
he's
watched-
very
To
cute.
answer your question,
He knows it. I've told him.
he said it. He said it.
He
But-
said it
Okay,
first.
No, 'cause that's what she was thinking. Like,
But look how red he got. He got as red as your shirt.
on the show.
Hey, they're saying like, why don't you want to take off the shirt, dude? This is not like a ring girl. She's a reporter, man.
What?
I want you to take off your sweater.
For what? It's
Exactly.
cold.
It's cold in here.
Hey, can
we
I-
have the AC on?
Let me answer Javier's freaking
Yeah,
question.
go ahead, hit him, dude.
Here's the answer to the question. When you're on a freeway and you see traffic and then you see an accident on the lane next to you,
Yes.
you slow down to watch it.
Yeah.
So yes, I will watch this fight.
That's why they want to make it.
All right. Let me get to the last one, guys. And
it's
that's
not
the one that you guys
pay-per-view.
are all excited about.
Hopefully not.
No, Nito Donaire wants the monster Inoue. Is he going to
Yes.
get it?
Well, as long as Inoue wins
yeah.
his fight, then it's set.
Yeah.
It's set in stone. I'm glad that the WBC was able. The WBSS was able to settle everything that they needed to. Obviously, they had some issues earlier this year with obtaining everybody because of payouts, but they were able to do it. I hope Inoue wins his next fight, because if he does,
He will.
we get that
And you
fight.
know what? That's like the perfect matchup.
It
That
is.
fight needs to happen in LA.
The moment that tournament was
It needs
announced,
to.
the moment that
You
tournament was
wanted
announced,
those
and you
two.
saw the names,
I didn't think it
those
was
are the two
Donaire.
names.
Donaire made it to then.
The name,
You know,
the three names that
it's
came out of there
14.
was Inoue was number one, but if you had a 2A and 2B, it was Donaire and Barnett. That's it.
Yeah.
Burnett, yeah.
Yeah.
Not that then.
No, not that.
No, I thought it would be Burnett and
I thought
Inoue.
that was going to fight Inoue in the semifinals.
Tete or Tete.
Titty, whatever, however you want to say it.
All right, guys. With this, we're gonna go to the next segment. First of all, I want to bring up our co-host for this evening. First of all, I'm gonna bring up one of the greatest people out there. Very positive. She always brings a lot of energy to the to the 360 show, to the 360 shows. You know what I mean?
Shows.
With Tom. That's what I was saying. Tom. I was
Yeah,
saying Tom.
Tom.
You know what I mean? And really, I've been wanting to bring her in. I just was missing the opportunity because we always had a full table. But as soon as we were able to bring her in, I called her up right away. Right? I was on you.
It's only
So,
taken 2 years though.
It's only taken 2 years. But I have the one and only Cynthia Conte from
Hey,
MTV.
hey.
Hey, a little history on Cynthia though. You may have gotten Cynthia 2 years too late. I got her 2 years early. I got her when she first started.
Yeah.
Her and I used to.
What
Her
is
and
that
I-
supposed to mean?
her-
You got her, like, what do you
Her and
mean
I,
by
her and
that?
I, her and I and a couple of other of our friends used to do
The Fight Guys.
The Fight Guys, the
I saw the
segment. So her and
Mikey.
the Mikey
Yeah.
was probably our best episode
Oh,
in Riverside.
fun.
But she, from the beginning, has been a knowledgeable person of the sport. She didn't start off as a
thank
pretty.
you.
She didn't start off as a pretty face that got into the sport.
No, that's
and
me, bro.
learned.
I'm the pretty face.
Yeah, but shave the beard. But no,
Ali
she
said that,
knew,
like Ali said that?
she knew her stuff from day one.
She studied.
And she studied
I
it.
did
She
my
knew
homework.
it. And honestly, she was a great addition to this sport. And
Thank you.
to see her rise and to see her how she's been working with Tom, see her where she's at, ring TV, and everything like that is
Blossom.
amazing because from day one, not only was she a great addition to the Fight Guys, she's also been a friend. She knows a lot about me. Her and I have been back and forth. She is amazing.
Thank
She comes
you.
from the boxing culture. Are you Filipino?
Filipino Italian.
Filipino.
Ooh,
Well, that was the
Capucci
Conte.
Italiano.
The last name. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
both.
She don't like lasagna.
All right, Cynthia, give them your social media. Give them where they can follow you.
You can follow me at The Real Fight Girl on Instagram, at Cynthia_Conti on Twitter, and The Real Fight Girl on my YouTube channel, and then also Ring TV YouTube channel, so you can see all my stuff.
Sarah, no, I am not. Is just real recognize real. I respect her and I know
I was
who she
like, what
is.
happened?
No, because she's
I'm
like,
just saying you're in love.
she's like,
Sarah? Who's Sarah?
She's like, she's I'm crushing it on you. I'm in love, and I'm like, no,
Oh,
she's
no,
just a
we
friend.
are
Somebody
just-
said put a ring on it.
We are
Spanish.
friends.
Yeah. Okay. Now, also, I want to welcome back to the show somebody that's becoming a routine. Or, you're always here. You know what I'm saying?
I've been here with the breakdown shows.
So we have the one and only Fernando Pimentel.
Yay.
Let him know, Fernando.
They put Fern Pimentel on the glove there and everything, but
Bring 'em on, bring 'em on.
it's Fernando Pimentel behind the gloves. Worked for Fight Hype. The boxing voice behind the gloves has been there for me. I did the Fight Guys as a side thing with people from Ring TV, KO Artist Sports, Barbershop Conversations, and everything. We've had everybody there. Dominic Verdeen, who isn't in the sport any longer, but he was a great person. He actually is the one who brought
Yep,
Cynthia.
he is
up.
the one that
He's the one that
brought
brought
me in.
Cynthia on board. So
I always thank him.
if you think or thank anybody for her, thank Dominic. Just
How's Dominic?
I know, is he happy?
He's good. He's good. He's
Good.
good. He's
He
good.
always
He's good.
seems
He's
sad
really
in
good.
his
It's
post.
just that he's just not in boxing anymore. That's it. But at the end of the day, some of us need to take a break and just get out or
No.
just
It'd be
get
a big
into our
props
families.
to him. Hope
Yeah.
he's doing good. Everything good.
But again, Cynthia was brought to us by him and.
Blessed by
Yeah, Fernando Pimentel behind the gloves right now. Fern_323, LA Fern_323 on Instagram, and just trust. We have a lot going on there.
And let's
you
get
know?
started from Legends Boxing. We're doing the breakdown. It's
Good.
fight week. Say your saying since we're gonna start it.
Say my sayings. It's fight night, bitches!
So here we go, guys.
My saying at the end of any interview, and Cynthia
What is it, salute
borrowed it.
or
I love
salute?
her though for it. It's see you at the fights.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. See you guys at the fight. That's my outro.
Oh, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We got Canelo, Jacobs, Canelo.
Mexico, United States.
Mexico versus the United States.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So let's talk about it, guys. What do y'all think about this fight?
Can we talk about the undercard before we get to the main event?
No, we go to predictions on that. We do predictions on that, bro. We're gonna talk about that. Let's talk about this two bad boys.
What do I think about it? And this is basically it. Besides the trilogy, this is the best middleweight fight that can be made at the moment in time.
Right, absolutely.
The best. Jacobs has proven himself time and time again.
Yeah.
Even after I know most of you people, most
He
fans
deserves this.
will bring up the P-Rock knockout and everything like that. No, you need to go after that. He's fought Triple G to where a fight most people and a lot of people do think he won considering the knockdown.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a great showing against Triple G, which is Canelo's greatest foe at the moment in time, and most people wanted the trilogy. Jacobs deserves this fight.
Yeah.
He's earned this fight, deserves this fight, and I'm glad that he's here.
Now, before we get into the whole like who has the advantages and who's gonna win,
Disadvantage, yeah.
there's a lot of talk about the judges because the same judges that scored Golovkin Canelo 2 are gonna judge this fight.
You did not get Adley Bird, so stop complaining.
No, exactly, no. That's what I'm gonna get to. There's a lot of like people that are saying, "Oh, Jacobs needs to KO Canelo to win." Do you think that the judges are gonna be fair? I feel that they're gonna be fair. They're experienced, have almost 4,000 fights judged combined. What do you think about you think Jacobs gets a fair shot?
I think he does. I really, really, really think he does. We have Feldman, Moretti, and what's the name? Weinfeld. Yeah, Weinfeld. So I think they are. I mean, as long as Adelaide Bird, I don't even know why she was ever in the
pool.
list,
In the
like
pool.
ever.
That's terrible.
God, peoples. But I think that this is such a good fight, a fair fight. And
The referee's good too.
who is the ref? Is it
20 weeks.
20
20 weeks? Okay. Yeah, I think Jacobs has a real good chance. If it were going to go to the scorecards, I really believe he can get it.
To answer your question, the whole Adley Bird in the pool thing it goes back to that old adage. There is no bad publicity. So the fact that her name was there, attached, and media outlets put it out there, it's publicity for this fight to drag people and get people into it. So that's good.
I thought so.
Yeah. So when it comes to the pool, it is amazing. And does Jacobs need to KO Canelo to win it? No, because we've seen it in the past where fighters that we say cannot lose in Vegas do lose in Vegas.
Yep.
Oscar De La Hoya versus Felix Trinidad. We have that. Those judges at that point in time, most people thought were pro De La Hoya. What happened? Trinidad got it. So it's a good. If we accepted these judges for Triple G Canelo Part 2, these judges should be acceptable there at that point in time. So there should be no issue as long as Adelaide Bird is not one of the judges. Perfection.
Right? She can't even be there. I don't even want to see her at the fight, like at the Easter fight.
Exactly.
I have two comments. One from Juan Fierros. What's the hydrated clause for
10 pounds.
It's 10 pounds. It's 10 pounds, and it's not because it's a hydration clause. It's the fact that they're both actually going for the IBF, and Jacobs is actually
The IBF.
IBF champion. So he has to hold onto this belt. So he's going to do the 10-pound thing, unlike how he did with the Triple G
Well,
one.
how does this work? Because when I asked Andre Rozier, because I'm like, can you clarify this whole hydration clause? Is it 10 pounds or 10%? They said when it's a unification bout, that clause goes out the door. And he goes, so our team did not put this clause in. So obviously it was Oscar and Canelo.
Their team didn't put it in. It's 10 pounds, but here's the thing, though. It's 10 pounds the morning of the fight.
The morning of the fight.
So they're going to weigh in about 7, 8 a.m. in the morning.
They can.
It just basically means that Jacobs needs to watch what he eats.
Yeah.
Afterwards, after the weigh-in, most fighters tend to go to
Steak,
Italian place to
carb.
get protein and carbs and everything in there. Jacobs just needs to watch it at that point. At the end of the day, once Jacobs weighs in at 8 a.m. the latest on Saturday, he is free to eat whatever he wants and goes whatever he wants. That fight night weigh-in will not even matter.
Yeah.
It won't.
Do you think do you think that matters? Because I know that they have to be very careful of what they have to eat from the minute of the actual weigh-in to their 8 a.m. weigh-in. But do you find that fair? It goes back to the thing of all the other fights. Like this guy is rehydrating up 20, 30 pounds, which is like a whole different, it's like Munguia when you rehydrate.
It matters in punch resistancy.
Okay.
That's where it matters.
Okay.
That's going to change. It's a 10
Percentage. Is it
10 pounds.
Yeah,
10 pounds. 10 pounds.
max?
Yeah.
Oh,
But in the
10%.
morning,
10%.
but in the
What?
morning
In
only.
the morning.
In the morning of, but afterwards, like I was telling you, you
But-
could eat whatever you want because at the end of the day, once you weigh in Saturday morning, they don't weigh you in again. Yeah, the promoter or the promotion or whoever's distributing the fight can weigh you in again, but that doesn't matter because it's officially weighed in already. So you could do whatever, but the extra weight that you add on at that point is punch resistance for yourself,
Okay.
pretty much.
And that goes for both fighters.
Both
fighters.
For all
Yeah.
you guys, there's a lot of people that were complaining about Canelo. Oh, Canelo comes in at 185, 190. So
No, Canelo, the highest weight he's ever
Exactly.
been after a fight is 180.
But what I'm saying
So
for all,
don't
for
even
all
give
those
him that
people
much trouble.
who say that, I mean, and now you guys are complaining that
Maybe
they
because
have-
he's
they need a
shorter. and-
stocky like a natural
Yeah.
thicker. But that goes for both fighters. Both fighters have to abide by both.
Well, both fighters, the only fighter they have in common is Triple G, right?
Yeah.
Now, for all the fans that like to do comparison, right? Well,
I
Canelo,
hate the Triangle Trilogy.
Canelo
I hate
beat
that.
right?
I hate it.
Canelo beat Triple G, so Canelo's gonna beat Jacobs.
And
'Cause
even
Jacobs-
that's questionable.
No, but you understand what I'm trying to tell you, Rulo, right?
I get it, I get
so, can we get to that?
Yeah.
Can
Let's
we
get to
give
the
them an
triangle
answer
theory?
for that?
Yeah.
Let them go, and I'll give you mine
What
at the
was the
end because
question?
I hate the triangle theory. The whole triangle theory. You know how?
Okay, yeah.
One beat one, the other one beat
That doesn't
the
always
other.
work because styles make fights.
Thank you.
Yep. And
Shout out to the shirt company.
yeah, and I mean, in this style,
Chris Alexander.
oh,
No, Styles make fight.
yeah,
That's what he
styles
said.
make fights, but I think with this one, I mean, their styles don't really mesh because one is a boxer puncher, one is an aggressor.
Right.
Canelo does not like movers, and Jacobs is
He's
a
a
mover.
mover.
He sticks and moves, and he has the best. I think he has some of the best, like most impeccable footwork I've ever
Footwork.
seen.
He had the most.
Great ring IQ, and so Canelo might get frustrated, just like fucking stay in one spot.
Out of all of Triple G's opponents, Daniel Jacobs had and not discounting Canelo too, but out of Daniel Jacobs, out of Gennady
G.
Golovkin's opponents, Daniel Jacobs had the best foot movement.
Yeah.
Given why he was able to actually counter Golovkin so many times throughout the fight because his footwork was so there.
Yeah.
When it came to part one, and most people thought that Gennady won the first one. In that second one, yes, Canelo fought toe-to-toe, but again, he fought toe-to-toe and was able to move because he had the lateral movement.
Yeah.
The footwork was not there as much as Jacobs was for that fight versus Golovkin. And that's
That I
the
see.
difference.
That I see.
And let's remember, the only fight that Canelo has lost has been against
The Mayweather
Mayweather.
fight.
Yeah,
Yep.
And what does Mayweather have?
Footwork,
Footwork.
but he also has footwork and lateral movement.
Right.
It's a combination of both, and even then at the same time, a lot of people could give Laura the fight versus
Yeah.
Canelo.
Yeah, Laura, yeah.
And I think you're gonna see Jacobs throwing the jab a lot too.
He
I
needs
agree.
to.
Because-
He needs to. If he can do
Yeah.
a
And
double
the only
turn
reason,
jab.
and the only reason
Yeah.
why I agree with you is
Yeah.
because obviously, if you've seen the face-offs and you've seen the press conference and you've seen everything, Jacobs has about a good 4 inches on Canelo in the height.
And
Yeah.
Lara, when he fought Canelo, the punches that landed the most, he landed more jabs,
Jabs
than anything else. So
Yep.
did Gennady in the second fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was just a sucker for that jab.
It's
So I
just
think-
boxing 101.
Yeah.
Work behind your
If
jab.
Jacobs uses the jab, moves
If you
around.
have the
and
height
forward.
advantage, work behind the jab, and that's what Jacobs needs to do.
Yeah.
So that answers that question for you guys. Now, let me ask you guys this. Who has a better resume?
Oh, Canelo has the best
Canelo.
resume.
Canelo
has
does.
the best resume
Yes.
in boxing at the moment in time, and there is no debate.
Yeah.
Canelo has every name on that resume that you want to debate. He has Mayweather, he has Lara, he has Angulo, he has Gennady Golovkin
Cotto.
twice.
Yeah.
He has Miguel Cotto
Yeah.
West, who at that point in time, even though he was out of his prime, had one of the best footworks
Yeah.
in boxing. He has the best resume. There is no denying that.
And now if he unifies, it's called the unification, right?
Yeah.
This is the unification
It's
bout.
not
yes.
undisputed. But
No,
No,
no.
it's
Undisputed if
unification.
he has to fight Demetrius Andrade for his belt.
WBO.
Will, in your opinion, if he beats Jacobs convincingly, do you think he deserves to move up a spot? Number one or number two?
We'll get to that in predictions because you said convincingly, so that's where the wording is a little differently. But if he beats Jacobs,
What about controversy?
there's a debate, but we will debate what you said
Yeah.
when we get to predictions.
Okay, we have Virgil Ortiz Sr. on the line. What's up, Virgil Ortiz? We see you in
Hi.
Vegas.
And
We're
I wanted to
looking
get
for-
into about the undercard since he said it. I wanted to get on the undercard earlier because I love the fact that Junior is the co-main event.
Absolutely.
He deserves
He
it.
deserves it. He
And we'll
deserves
talk
it.
about that when we
And he's
get.
earning it the hard way.
The
right?
hard way.
With
He earned it the hard way,
he
yeah.
did, his work, dedication.
he earned it the hard way because he's got the victories and everything that he needs to. The fact that Lemieux got his injury is the reason why his son's there, but Ortiz has for probably about a year deserved a co-main event spot.
But I feel like he should get more attention. Like not enough people are talking about him.
Not enough people are talking about him because he's not as flashy or as social media savvy in this era as our boy Ryan Garcia.
But that could work in your favor. Right? It's like Danny Roman.
No,
they did everything the hard way. They did it.
Yeah.
I mean,
they did it like without social media,
exactly.
The way that every other boxer grew up.
Exactly, but in this era, you need the social media.
Yeah, you do.
No, you do.
You need that verse.
And not anybody can be Ryan when it comes to social media. He just has that.
No one can be.
He just has that.
Your nudes.
Yeah. So, hey, how do you guys know about my news? I caught that later. Holy crap.
I was just kidding.
They want a billboard on West Hollywood.
They just want to see the big
Oh,
smile.
was that you? In WeHo?
Yeah. Hold on.
For those who saw Endgame, his news basically looked like Thor.
Yeah, dude, we just got like 10 drop on the...
Here we go.
You got your DMs. Sliding your DMs.
Woo! Okay, so Canelo has been on the big stage. Does that favor him in this fight?
Yeah. No,
Is Jacobs gonna be? Because
like, he's gonna get fear, you're saying?
Yeah, fear in. Because I mean, let's be realistic. Yeah, let's. Canelo has been there. This is gonna be a big event for him. Because Triple G Jacobs was at the MGM.
MSG. Oh wait,
Yeah.
Triple. Yeah. But he's also been at Madison Square Garden, Gennady and Jacobs, and that alone is huge. Like
And that's
to
a lot
fight
of months
at the
ago.
mecca of boxing.
Right.
Yes, but now he's going into the house that Canelo built.
Right.
But I
Hostile house.
No, but I think Jacob is very level-headed and he knows what he's getting into and he's there to fight. He's there to win. He's there for a purpose. All that noise around him, he will be able to shut it out.
Dude, yeah, he's beat cancer.
Yeah, he beat cancer.
Came up from a knockout from Piron.
That's the highest thing you can beat.
I think this is what he wants. He wants this fight.
That's where I was gonna go. He's been saying it since a year and a half ago, that he wants this fight. He sees what Canelo does well and what Canelo doesn't do well. Again, as you stated earlier, the whole Floyd Mayweather thing and everything like that. The footwork at middleweight, the best footwork at middleweight beyond Canelo and his lateral movement is Daniel Jacobs. There is no debate there at that point in time. So if he is able to actually counter a counterpuncher like Canelo, he will have a crap load of success at that point in time. And that's where this fight is intriguing. And Jacobs has it. And again, he has the height. He has the reach. He has everything you need as an advantage to beat somebody at the plateau that Canelo has.
Yeah, he has the skill.
He has it.
The thing is,
Also, what's his name had it too though at 168, bro.
No,
Rocky Fielding?
No. Don't even. Don't
Don't look at that.
Don't.
this is the thing though. I know we're talking about footwork. Like he had, Canelo had problems with Lara, with Mayweather. But let's be realistic here. Jacobs can get hit.
Yes.
He's no Mayweather and he's no Lara.
No, he can't get hit.
Won't
He
get cracked.
can't get stunned. And again, this is
And
something.
if he gets
this is
countered,
something-
will Jacobs become gun shy and not want to throw punches? I mean, we saw him get dropped against Mora. I know he came back and what?
Piron.
Piron. And some other guy he fought from New York or Brooklyn.
Sulecki?
No, Sulecki also gave him a great fight, but some Hispanic dude. I mean, I thought he should have got rid of him.
Oh,
and he
that
didn't.
Cuban guy.
Yeah. It's just those fights right there make me question if he could handle somebody the caliber of Canelo.
Well, I mean, if he was able to take Gennady's punches, let's say, I mean, I can't,
Because
I don't know
in
if
my
they hit the
opinion,
punches, but they throw some bombs.
It's because Gennady, you could see his punches coming.
But Gennady's knockdown was a flash knockdown. It wasn't one of
It's
those.
always- it's always a flash
It wasn't
knockdown.
one of those that hurt him. It was a flash knockdown.
But
So
I think
that's
there's
what
a
you gotta
difference
take into
between
consideration,
a fighter that can
Cynthia.
counter you and you don't see the punch coming to a fighter where you see the punches coming and you kind of just grasp for it, right? And that's, I think, what Golovkin has. He's not as fast. He's not as crafty. I don't feel.
And that's where I give Canelo credit. He has one of the best counter games in the sport right now. And I will tell you my prediction at the end of this, but Canelo does have one of the best counter games in the sport that's not named Mayweather. He really does have a good one.
Are you guys ready for this one then?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Daniel Jacobs does better. What does Daniel Jacob do better than Canelo then?
Throw a jab.
Jab,
That's it?
footwork.
And hey, don't say that's it because in this game of boxing,
no,
jab
I'm
is
mad.
major.
I'm getting his mad. Look at
Jab's
him.
You're all mad,
Jab
bro.
is,
No, I'm
your
not mad.
Canelo
jab
has a
is
jab
the
too,
key.
though.
No, I'm not mad at it at all.
No.
He might have more power than Canelo, I think.
He's more at this size than Canelo.
Yeah.
He's more. He basically is accustomed to 160 compared to Canelo is.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Canelo's third fight at 160.
Yeah.
If we
Yeah,
don't
that's
count the
what-
168 and 164.
But we don't even count him because of the catch weight. And at the end of the day, Rocky Fielding wasn't that much of a challenge. We all knew where it was
He
going to
was,
go. We all knew where it was going to go, so don't worry about it. But this is Canelo's third venture at 160.
Yeah.
And yeah, he may have fought the monster, but because we thought the monster was just the most powerful puncher in the game, he has not fought a guy who has the skill and technique at 160 as Jacob has.
Jacobs has.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's reverse it. Canelo is better at what than
Counter
Jacobs?
punching.
He's countering off
His-
his, he fights off the ropes.
He
real
fights
well,
off the ropes really well.
and
Thank you.
he will go forward most of the time. He will,
He will
smother.
Body puncher?
He will body punch Jacobs, but that's when Jacobs has got to use his jab to keep him off, to throw his rhythm off.
Canelo's greatest weapon at any weight, 154, 152, 160, 164, any weight. His best weapon is gloating you to come in.
Mm-hmm.
He
Traps.
dares you to come in
To
because
come-
he
go
is
toe to
setting
toe,
traps for
yeah.
you.
Setting traps.
He is setting traps for you because at the end of the day, he is incredibly confident at his counter punching. He is incredibly confident, and I love him for it because at the end of the day, as much as most people hate Mayweather, Canelo fights as he was a Mexican Mayweather,
Mm-hmm.
and the only difference is he has the power to drop you.
Right.
And
He has the power to hurt you. So Canelo's power to counterpunch is his greatest weapon.
And that's why a lot of Mexican fans don't like his style. Because like you said, I like his style, but I'm saying
I hate that
they,
whole Mexican
they want
style.
they want to
I'm
see
sorry.
these rock and sock'em robots with no freaking technique.
It's ridiculous. It's
I
ridiculous.
tell you, if you had a son and you're training him how to box, you're gonna teach him the right way.
Because
Right.
boxing is
Yeah.
again what you say. Hit, don't get hit.
That's what it is.
And Canelo is right now the best at it.
All right.
His hit and knock
Hit him,
ratio is high.
it's hit him, and make him, wait, was it, make him miss, make him pay.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
The winner. Where does the winner go? Whoever wins this fight.
The winner is
Canelo.
obvious.
Canelo goes back to Mexico.
No, the
No,
win-
they
the
need to
win-
fight Andre.
No. The winner is obvious. They go to Triple G.
Think so?
You,
Yes, because okay.
they're gonna want to collect belts. I know it's a money
Wow.
fight in September.
This bout is basically money. Okay, let me give you both this example. Let me give you both of this.
Uh-huh.
Canelo wins. What makes him more money?
Triple G.
The Triple G, the
Their
Triple G
trilogy.
trilogy, or
The rematch.
the fight versus Andrade for WBO.
Okay.
And then again, Jacobs win. What makes him the most
Triple
money?
G.
Triple G or the bout versus Andrade?
Yeah, but I know it's money
So-
versus belt.
no,
but
so
they
this fight-
want they're that one step closer to undisputed.
This fight, whoever wins this fight, gets Triple G next.
We would
no
like
matter
to
what.
say it. I mean, we would like to see it.
Is there a rematch clause?
Well, that's
Yeah,
why
there's a
everybody
rematch
has their own
clause.
And if the
opinion.
There
fight
is a
is
rematch
close, will
clause.
there be a
If,
rematch?
there-
There is a
if
rematch
there's a
clause.
rematch clause, then that's probably their best money fight. But beyond a rematch, I'm just going on options beyond a rematch.
Yeah, and it depends on how the fight ends and how that person
No
wins.
matter how it ends, we have Golovkin in the mix now, right?
Yes.
With the
Yeah.
zone, so that
Because he's the zone.
and the zone's smart, they knew that.
And that's what brings me to the next question. Are all three of them always going to be tied up? Which means
No, because you need to bring a fourth person in. And Andrade holding that WBO
you-
belt brings him in.
You know what? I think this is. I have a theory, or it could be a theory.
Go ahead.
Hypothesis.
Yes, a hypothesis. Billy Joe Saunders, he moved up to 168.
He moved away. He's not coming back down.
No,
to
And
you
why?
don't know
168.
that. Why not?
He's
Why?
not.
That's
Because
why not?
because there's nothing for him.
Why-
At the end of the day,
There is.
he-
there is.
There's
The
belts.
winner just
Why he
got
was
really
down.
good.
There's belts.
Okay.
The only reason why they
makes
will
it.
the only reason why they will fight him at 160 is if he holds the belt. He holds nothing.
But if they're able, let's just say he does move back, like he wins a super middleweight belt. Okay, I know that he can't fight for that, but he's like, come on, let's just fight. He needs something to prove. If they don't fight him, he's a good fighter. I mean, he's a dangerous fighter. He's a
He beat
very
Lemieux?
dangerous fighter. Yeah. Well, God, he schooled him.
No,
My
the reason
God.
why- the reason why I said-
it was
the
like an
reason-
easy
Oh,
fight.
No, the reason why.
All day.
The reason why I bring Lemieux in is because everybody wanted to pair up Lemieux versus Canelo at 160. So that's
Yeah.
the only reason why I
Lemieux
bring
will be
Lemieux in.
hurt, bro.
Yeah,
Good pair.
but no, I think if Billy Joe somehow gets thrown in the mix randomly, because he didn't lose his belt in the ring, he lost it
On the scales.
On the scale,
Meaning
but
that it's
I,
difficult.
I get it, but if he now he's training very differently. He's with Adam Booth. The way he's training, it's like he's not Adam Booth. He's with Ben Davison. So Tyson
Which
Fury's
is Tyson
trainer.
Fury's trainer.
I have my theory hypothesis.
No, let her finish hers and I got you.
No, but
Oh,
that,
oh,
I think if Billy Joe came back in the mix and just fuck shit up and be like, I'm here, like.
Sorry.
Well, then that's a 5th edition.
That's
and
a
then
5th edition,
and then
but,
at the end of the
but
day,
the
we
problem
could
is
add one more and get a WB.
Andre's
assessed.
a good fighter. He's dangerous also. He's a skilled boxer. But in this kind of fighting for belts, prize fighting like this, you want knockouts. You want big knockouts because to prove you are the pound for pound middleweight king.
And here's what I said last time I was here. Andrade, his issue is or Andrade, his issue.
His name is Andrade.
No, he has not fought.
Yeah,
Big
the last
names.
one is Katundaku.
He has not fought big names, and that's where his problem is. If you bring Billy Joe Saunders
He
in,
doesn't look good.
You bring a 5th name into the mix. And honestly, if you want to bring a 5th name into the mix, let's bring a 6th name into the mix, and let's just make a WBSS, a World Boxing Super Series.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what I said.
But
No,
go
okay.
with your theory.
Well,
Let him go with it.
Jaime says, why don't we bring Charlo?
Because at the end of the day, it's the whole promotion advisor
BBC,
situation.
He's in the Lions den. He's gonna come out.
DAZN.
So, but I want to hear your theory.
Well, you may not like it, but I mean, what happened to Saunders when he was in a fight on Andrade? He got caught.
He got caught with that nasal spray.
That was
that thing.
that helped him lose
And
weight.
I remember your
Yeah.
comment last
So
time.
now he can't make that weight, I think, comfortably at 160. So he had to move at 168. That's what I think happened.
I honestly think he moved up on a
How
stupid reason,
funny. All of a sudden he can't make that weight anymore.
and not the weight. I think he moved up because everybody thought Zurdo was going to give up the WBO belt
He is.
because he's going to 175.
Yeah, he's going.
And
He is.
no,
He is.
he's staying there. But see, the thing is this.
No.
The fight that Saunders was supposed to have was supposed to be for that vacant
Yeah.
belt, but Zurdo decided to keep it a little bit longer, so it prolongs
The thing, so
fight.
now Saunders
so
has no
Saunders
belt.
was going to fight at 168,
But for nothing.
but for nothing, exactly. So it prolongs what Saunders wanted to do. So him coming back down at 168 is, or 160 to become a part of this is rather not ridiculous is the word I'm looking for, but rather just a stretch. It's not.
But I'm
possible.
gonna tell you this: if I'm Saunders and I want to be part of the money, I want to go to 160, and I'm gonna
Absolutely.
sacrifice.
Isn't Saunders with Matchroom?
Yeah.
With-
Yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah,
he's
no.
with Eddie, so he's in
No,
Eddie.
no,
That's
no.
wrong. That's
Eddie
wrong.
doesn't.
No, he's with Frank
Warren?
Warren.
Frank Warren.
TK
Oh.
Global. Come on, yeah, that's not
That's- so
anything
it
Eddie
ain't
Hearn
happening.
now.
No,
He
no.
probably
Yeah,
popped
no.
in
That's
that
another reason why he probably moved up.
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah.
Maybe, but you never know. You never know. They could.
Nasal spray.
Boxing is a very, very strange sport, and who knows?
Yeah, because
We'll find out.
And you know what? You're right. Boxing is a very strange sport because you get a lot of weird bedfellows at that point in time. A lot of people want to say, and Aram himself, after the Crawford fight, he said, no Al Heyman fighter wants to fight Terence Crawford. But at the end of the day, there was Amir Khan,
Yeah.
who we know is a Al Heyman fighter, and John Molina fought Terence Crawford, who is an Al Heyman fighter. They will put their fighters there.
But I don't think
Has to make
Al
sense.
wants to risk one of the Charlo brothers in there.
No, he's not gonna. No, but I'm talking about
Charlo needs
for
to fight.
anything.
yeah.
Wait. When does Charlo fight?
Well, Charlo's fighting Harrison.
Harrison, the rematch.
No, but
Yeah,
that's the
rematch.
154 one.
That's
That's
the one
the
that we
154,
want.
but
The
no,
one,
the other Charlo.
The other Charlo.
the 161, he
Does
is
he-
honestly on the outside looking in because right now, PBC has the best 140 pounders. 47,
Yeah.
147. 160,
154.
160
There's no one.
is all DAZN and
Yeah,
everybody
it's all
else.
DAZN.
So he needs to let Al advise him to move on and go into those and pick up a promoter like Jacobs did at 160
Yeah.
because he will get the money fights at that point in time.
I wonder if Eddie Hearn has talked to him and
He
pitched
should.
him.
Okay, I have one good question from Rolando Osorio. Will Canelo ever go back to the welterweights after he cleans house at the middleweight?
No.
He was never a welterweight.
Right?
No.
The
He
lowest
started
fight-
at 146.
No, the lowest fight he ever fought, and that's the one that he got.
147.
150.
With,
Oh,
no,
154.
150 with Cotto's brother. That's the one that he got hurt the most. That's it.
Yeah.
But
He's
he
going
will
up to
never make that.
168.
Yeah, he will
he
never
he
make
needs
that
to
again.
fight. He has to fight Callum Smith, He's a mandatory, right, for Callum Smith because he has the super.
The record.
Right, but no, I think he's gonna vacate that belt.
Yeah.
I don't think Canelo belongs to the 168.
Canelo at the best just belongs at 160.
160, yeah,
At
the best.
Yeah.
Kat, what's up? Big shout outs to Cleveland, Ohio.
Hey.
Hey, you need more beers, Corona. Yeah, go get some more 40s. All right. So, do we have any more or last comments about Canelo Jacobs that make this fight interesting?
Beyond predictions, I have no comment.
It's just the fight in itself. It's a very good fight, good matchup.
So
Oh,
we
how about
took
the
his
other
own?
part? You wanna
No,
talk
no,
about-
we're gonna get
We'll
into
get there.
the
That's why I said
predictions.
beyond that fight, I have no comment.
I just want a fight that judged fairly, no controversy. That's what I want.
Cynthia.
I mean, I think that's what we all want. But they're here to fight, and the people who win are the fight fans, and we don't have to pay $80 for it.
Oh.
No, but I
Thanks,
agree with her.
DAZN.
I agree with her.
What was it?
For
We had three pay-per-view fights.
Yeah.
That's $300
Right.
at best, and that's a lot for one fight. I'm sorry,
It's-
for 3 fights in a month.
And we talked about this, 2 or 3 weeks ago? Is pay-per-view over?
No.
Pay-per-view is not over
I don't
because
think it is.
at the end of the day, you have to find a way to
You'll still pay for it.
pay the fighter. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, the fighter needs to be compensated at best. Mind you, we just had a fight a couple of weeks ago. Terrence Crawford versus Amir Khan. That was on ESPN Plus, a subscription-based product. But at the end of the day, those subscribers had to pay the same amount as non-subscribers.
Okay, but think about it. The way it ended, it was a very
No, screw
But
the
no,
beginning,
but
screw the
see,
beginning.
but when-
Let's talk about the fight itself. The fight itself, it's just the names themselves.
The names are- yeah, they need to get
needed
paid.
They needed to get paid at a certain point.
Yeah, but-
Mind you, ESPN Plus is a subscriber-based. They got paid via the pay-per-view, not the subscriber base.
Did they ever do the numbers on that?
160 you're
150,
saying?
160. They went 150 to 175 at best. But even then, it's just
That's good. That's decent for their first pay-per-view.
it's decent, yes, but you have to realize that pay-per-view will never be over because it will be a plateau in which you could offer a fighter a plus over their base.
Yeah.
You could give them basically I'll give it to you like this. It's hourly versus commission.
Commission,
Right.
yeah.
Exactly. So that's exactly how it'll be. You're gonna get a base, but you need an incentive.
Right.
So pay-per-view will always be that
It
incentive.
will always be around.
It'll always be around.
Rolando Osorio, shout outs to West Laco, Texas, home of the Panterita over there. All right, guys, we're going to get to the predictions. This is what you guys are waiting for. I'm not going to get to the Vegas one till we first go to Stockton, California, ESPN Deportes. Same night.
Oh yeah.
Why?
I thought it was.
Why?
Oh, yeah, they didn't-
Uncle Bob, what are you doing?
And
But
it's not even a Mexican on the
What is it?
The main event.
It better be.
He's-
It better be.
it better be it.
It better be. It.
So-
Like, why?
It's-
Okay. So let's talk about who do we got?
You know what? I'm not
Better
gonna,
be
I'm not gonna pay
versus.
$19 for the Canelo fight, man, because I want to watch that one away.
Dude, hold on. Who do we got on the main event? Better be versus Khalid Sik. Who do we got?
Dude, I'm just gonna go with
Better
the name
be
that I
it.
know
Better be it.
has power.
Better be.
Better be.
At the end of the day, look, man, and it's not, and this is not a knock on Top Rank, but I want to say it like this: you have put fights on Sunday.
Right.
When you're going up against Canelo, put your fight on
Yeah.
Sunday.
Right. Or Friday.
Wait, where is this fight in Stockton?
Stockton, up north. It's not even in the Oracle. It's not in any one of the big markets in
I heard
up
that's a
north.
dangerous city.
It's in Stockton.
Hold-
It's in Stockton.
Hold on, Juan. Yeah, they should have the fight in Vegas in closed circuit, bro.
Yeah, they are.
If you guys go to Vegas and don't have tickets,
Just go to any bar
go
on
to
the
any
strip.
bar and they'll have the closed circuit,
Get parties,
cabrones.
get
But
drunk.
make sure you guys go to the T-Mobile Arena. We're gonna have La Banda over there. We're gonna be getting drunk, so show up.
Whoa, wait, hold on. You said
gonna go to jail,
You said we.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Is the rundown going?
No, I'm going.
Oh, why don't you go to as a
dude.
rundown and go do a show?
Dude, yeah, we can do it there.
Yeah,
We can do it there.
I'm
down.
going.
Rogers Payne.
Yeah.
Órale!
Hey. So what
I
about?
didn't say that, I didn't say that, Rod.
Okay, Viva Stockton. We got some people say Viva, Kat Hernandez, Viva Stockton. Okay, what about Jerwin Cajas versus Funay for the IBF title?
Jerwin on
Jerwin.
Jerwin.
Decision.
Yes, really, Juan Fierro, closed circuit. My boy, one of my good friends, Gabriel Flores Jr. versus Eduardo Pereira, and that's his hometown, Stockton. So you know he's gonna have a packed
Packed
house.
That's why they're doing it. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah, but have it on Sunday.
but why did you
man.
have it on Sunday? I'm
Have it
with
on
Fernando.
Sunday.
Because everybody from Stockton's in church on Sunday.
Okay, but
Wow.
So who we got? We got Gabriel Wright winning this one. Gabriel.
Yeah.
Gabriel by
The
knockout.
the hometown guy.
All right, so all the A-side fighters are gonna win the top ranked ESPN card. Now let's get to the Vegas card, the good card right now. I'm gonna call it the good card. Let's start with the first one before we go to the co-main event. Pablo Cesar Cano versus Michael Perez. He's back.
Hey man,
Oh.
that's honestly a really good fight because
Yeah.
Perez actually has some skill. I really like it because Perez does have movement and everything, and Cano is actually been the recipient of a lot of fighters that are not able to move, like Perez. Perez does have good movement, but I do feel that Cano at 140 is perfect, and he will win in a late round stoppage.
I'm gonna give a big I love you to Damon Levy. I know you're my fanboy, so what's up? So go ahead, guys.
No, Cano's not fighting. He got injured.
Oh, when did this happen?
When did this happen?
Today?
I just read it. I read an article today, but then I looked it up and it says Pablo Cesar Cano is injured and off the.
4 days ago.
4 days ago. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't read that because honestly,
Boss
even
Rick, let's get this.
Who's his replacement?
yeah, even I read the quick thing a week ago when it happened. So how did I not read this? I'm sorry.
It says.
Oh, what a bummer.
You know what's funny? And it's weird because ever since Canelo signed to like the DAZN and everything, most of his undercard has been like scrapped, and it's terrible. Like why? Like both fights for Lemieux have been scrapped. The Torioso Johnson fight for the Rocky
They're
Building got
saying
scrapped.
that
This fight got
Miller,
scrapped.
Baby Miller's gonna replace the.
No, get the fuck out of here. All that means is that Jojo Diaz moved up. Because Jojo Diaz was the card before Cano.
And it
Oh, that's
no,
good.
but
So
that,
Jojo Diaz is moving up.
but does that mean Saddam Ali moves up too? Because Ali's on
Yeah.
that card too.
Yeah. So
Who's
that
he
money moves
fighting?
up. I don't know. It's gonna be somebody's house.
Wait, what weight class is Saddam at?
I'll tell you right now.
Is he at 154? Saddam? What weight class is he fighting?
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
JC saying Perez shouldn't even be licensed. He got knocked the fuck out.
All right, this was the card as of
Yesterday.
last week Friday.
Go, give it to me, bro. No, but
And we'll go from the bottom.
yeah.
Alexis Espino versus Billy Wagner. John Ryder versus Bilal. I can't even
Bilal.
read that last name. Saddam Ali versus Anthony Young. Jojo Diaz versus Freddie Fonseca.
Oh, okay.
Lamont Roach Jr. versus Jonathan Alcado. Paulo Cesar Cano versus Michael Perez. And Virgil Ortiz versus Mauricio Herrera. So if Cano and Perez are gone, that would move up Jojo Diaz versus Fonseca.
Right.
But Ali fights Anthony Young, and Anthony Young is honestly no real slouch. He's
So
actually pretty
Saddam
decent.
and Al Qaeda are fighting. No, Al Qaeda.
Saddam
I think
and
Al-Qaeda.
Young.
No, he
Jesus.
said Al Qaeda or something.
I'm like,
Anthony Young. Anthony
No,
Young.
he said some other name.
No, Ali versus Young.
but
So
the-
Ali versus. Oh,
and then
the other one?
Jojo Diaz versus who?
Oh, Jojo Diaz is fighting Fonseca. Freddie
Fonseca. Yeah. All right. So Fonseca and Jojo Diaz replaced Cano. So who do you guys got on that one?
Jojo.
Even though Fonseca
Yeah.
has some good skill and everything like that because he's able to trouble a lot of fighters and everything. He's proven it. But Jojo should pull it out.
A decision, everybody.
Decision.
Yeah,
Decision.
All right. No problem. All right, let's go to the co-main event. The one and only Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Mauricio Herrera.
Great
Wow.
test for him, but I
That
think
is-
he's gonna win. And I think that although Herrera has like made all the process go to decision, I think that Virgil will stop him in the later rounds. TKO.
A TKO. I like Virgil. I mean, he's a solid young kid, and he just keeps getting better and better. I say knockout. I say it's 10th round.
I see
10, 11.
Virgil Ortiz versus a veteran sparring, and I'm not gonna name the veteran, but
Lucas Matisse.
no,
I know. I'm gonna tell you this. I know he spars Mikey.
And I see what he's able to do, and I've seen his movement. I've seen everything. I like Mauricio Herrera, always have, but this is a swan. This is a swan song. He after this, he should be done. Ortiz will finish him, and to quote Peter, because this Peter and y'all know Peter Garcia. Ortiz should have retired Linares.
Oh.
Yeah, Ortiz should have retired, but he's about to retire Herrera.
Okay.
I'm with you guys. I think Virgil Ortiz, this is his. I guess what do you say? Put the shine on me. They're gonna put the big shine on him. It's gonna be his come out party. You know what I mean? He's gonna take care of Herrera, and I don't even have it going that late. I actually have it going not past the 6th round. I think he takes care of him kind of early. You know what I mean?
say 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The first half, he'll take care of him. Now to the main event. This is what I wanted to get to, man. Let's see this. Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Daniel the Miracle Man Jacobs.
We're about to have a good debate, I see.
All right, give it to me. Who wants to start?
Who wants to go
Well,
on?
look, I made my decision today on this fight, like who's going to win. Jacob said that Canelo has never fought a guy who has the speed, the power, the skills. Like he's never fought a guy that's had all those things complete like Jacobs has.
Right.
He's right, but he has fought all those different styles. I don't think Jacobs has fought a guy like Canelo, okay? I think that Jacobs is going to come out trying to jab and trying to move, but I think that he's very hittable. He's not a defensive, as good as defensively as Mayweather was or Lara. So I'm thinking that Canelo eventually, his body attack, his counter, he's going to figure him out. And I think a good decision, but I think that Canelo will drop him at least one time. Okay? So I'm going Canelo decision. Split decision.
Split decision. All right. Well, basically what you said, I think what Danny just has to do is, I think he'll come out in the first round just attacking, just kind of throw off Canelo. There's no figuring each other out, no range, because he knows he has the reach on him. I really see that Canelo will break down Jacobs, and Jacobs will try, but I think Canelo's going to have the decision in this one. I want Jacobs. Like, I love the underdog. I love the underdog story, but all in all, I really see Jacobs. Canelo. I think he's just, personally, when he hits those body punches, it's gonna wear down Jacobs. Like, oh my freaking gosh, what was that?
And like the fight against Solecki and that Hispanic that I was talking from, I forgot his name. He had some issues with him. Right. And Canelo's the type of guy where you cannot make those mistakes.
Right. He'll make you pay.
Thank you. You cannot make those mistakes against Canelo. He's going to make you pay, and he's been at the big stage. He's fought all those styles, like I said. And also, Abel Sanchez, who has fought both of those guys, Jacobs and Canelo, is also picking Canelo. So I'm taking all that into consideration to making my decision. So.
My decision goes off a lot of things. Obviously, the height goes to Danny. The reach goes to Danny. The jab goes to Danny. There's a lot of plus on Danny's side. But there's an old adage in boxing. The most powerful punch that hits you is not the most powerful punch. It's the one you don't see.
Correct.
Yes.
Canelo has the best counter game in this sport at the moment in time. Yes, Jacobs will give him trouble. Yes, Jacobs will win some rounds. Yes, Jacob will do as best as he can. And I know Rozier has him at the best level that he can have him. Ultimately, what's going to happen is Canelo will either load him into the ropes or counter him. And Canelo will catch him. And when he catches him, he's going to hurt Jacobs to the point where he cannot react and he will not be able to catch himself. The flash knockdown versus Golovkin was just that, a flash knockdown. If there is a knockdown in this fight, it will not be a flash one.
It's gonna be
one of those. It's gonna be one of those where Jacobs will be Bambi'd leg and will not be able to stand. Yeah, he will not be able to stand, and Canelo will be able to TKO him at that point in time. My prediction for the fight is they will both have a great fight, and it will end in a more than likely late round TKO. I'm saying about 9 to 10.
9 to 10.
You took the words out of my mouth, but also I was going to say something. If you guys have never seen Canelo live, we were talking about the power punching to the body. I've seen different fighters hit the heavy bag, and when you're witnessing Canelo hit somebody in the body, you hear those punches
You hear that
at
thud.
the press side. And we're kind of like, we're not close, bro. When people think we're close, we're not that close. You know what I
We're
mean?
not right behind the judges.
Not-
We're a
so
little further up.
You hear those fucking punches, bro.
Oh, yeah, you do.
know what I mean? So I'm with you. The only difference is I don't think it's gonna be a TKO. I actually think it's gonna be a KO, bro.
Wow.
I think it's gonna be a KO. I've had a number of people that have told me the same thing, that they feel that Canelo gets a hold of Jacobs and drops him, bro.
Oh no,
With the body shot
I'm saying
and
more than
puts him
likely he
out, bro.
does drop him. What I'm saying is that Jacobs will have the fortitude and the
Oh,
resistance
yes.
to get up, and the ref will have to stop him. If not the corner, that's why I say TKO, not KO.
I was gonna ask, do you think Rozier would throw in the towel?
Rozier will throw in the
Yes,
towel
I
if he
think he'll
sees that his
protect
fight
him.
is yeah.
Yeah,
He
so- always
will
protect
protect
your
him.
fighter.
He will protect him.
And a lot of fighters, they kind of say the same thing that they say about Mayweather, right? Like once you're in there,
It's
like I
different.
have different trainers say he's better than I thought he was.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I guess once you see him in, he looks kind of simple from the outside, but once you're in there,
Nervous.
you know, Golovkin's mowing through everybody.
Yeah, he was. At that point in time,
that
he
was
had
the
everything.
consensus. Oh, Canelo's gonna get, run over because he's been fighting smaller guys. Now he's fighting like the heavy hitter, and that didn't happen.
But I also think he's very smart. He's gonna protect his career. So you might be right though. He might not even wait for the corner to throw the towel. He might say, you know what? Enough is enough.
I don't think.
You don't think so?
I don't
No.
think.
You don't think he'll protect
no.
My guy right here
He-
literally
No,
beat
I
cancer,
beat
bro.
cancer.
but beat
There is
cancer.
no
not
way.
giving
no,
up.
No. But what I'm saying is this: would you? Okay, if you're getting pummeled up, you're still gonna continue. I feel
Yes.
like he's too much of a smart
No,
fighter
no, no, no,
not
no,
to not
no.
do
going
that.
to
He
allow
fought
himself to quit
cancer.
himself.
He beat
cancer.
cancer. He beat
I
the
understand
odds
that, guys.
of not walking again, not fighting again. For him to throw it all in the ring, just be like, I can't do it.
He will
No,
never do that.
no
Dan
way.
Jacobs will never
No
do that. Sorry.
way.
So we all
He has
pick.
come so
We all
far.
pick Canelo.
Okay, so but you would not be surprised if Jacobs won.
Oh, no,
I
no.
would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if he
Again.
won by decision.
Again,
It's going to be a
gave
decision
you,
somehow.
I gave you the pros and the cons on
Right.
it. I'm admitting Jacobs has the height. Jacobs has the reach. Jacobs
Yeah.
has the jab.
Right.
He works it better than Canelo does.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo's best work is the body work and counter work. At the end of the day, if you could keep Canelo battling off the jab,
Yeah.
you will win this fight. And that's what he needs to do. But can he do it for 12 rounds? Can he not get overconfident like he did versus Golovkin?
He does
Because
that.
remember, he literally hooked Golovkin with a right and he went, He
That's
roared at
what
him.
he needs
and
to
then
don't
and then
do.
he moved forward.
And I think-
But at the end of the day, if he cannot get overconfident, he will give Canelo his greatest battle so far.
Right.
Even better than Golovkin. But if he does, that's when Canelo takes over. That's when Canelo counters him. And that's when
That's
Canelo
gonna
is
be the
able
key,
to hurt
the
him
countering.
and stop
That
him.
is really good you
Canelo's
brought
able to
that
punch
up.
with
Yeah.
him with the fight.
Yeah.
That's really good you brought that up about the gloating because people, when he had the chance to go after Golovkin, instead he hit his gloves and did that machismo
Yeah.
thing. It's like, just go. You have him hurt, allegedly. Just go and pummel him and just get him. Just break him down. So that's the one thing that if he can keep him at bay with his jab and just work off his skill and his technique, he has a good chance. I mean, this is really a 50-50 fight. Like,
Right.
it
I
is
see it.
so
Yeah.
hard, but I just see it going a decision either way.
And I was going to tell you guys this. It's not an easy fight. Even though I'm predicting that Canelo will knock him out, I know guys that are throwing $10,000 on Canelo because that's how close the fight is. So for them to make any type of money, they got to throw in $10,000. You know what I'm saying?
Jacobs has to fight the most disciplined fight we've seen since Ben Stitt versus Mikey.
Mikey, yeah.
He has to fight an incredibly disciplined fight to pull this off. And to do it 3 minutes at a time, 12 different times is difficult.
I mean, I think he has a chance. I really believe if he's not going to go looking for a knockout, because do I think he can knock him out? No. But if he could do exactly what Spence did to Garcia, it's in the bag for him. It won't be easy. But
Yeah,
it
because
will,
Garcia and Canelo have pretty much equal amount of skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing with Garcia was he was going up in weight.
Yes,
He's sitting
and
tired
this
out
one-
after
Yeah.
4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Canelo has acclimated himself to the weight.
Yeah, he has. But again, it's just Jacobs has more pluses on his end than Canelo does. And that's where he needs to work on.
And he knows how to use his
Exactly.
reach and
And
his...
he needs to just continue to work on the pluses. But those cons, in which are pros for Canelo, are incredibly big.
Okay, give me your final words. If not, give me your social media and let's do this.
For final words, man, you guys get this fight because I don't even care. This is a fight I actually wasn't really excited about until I'm like, oh my God, when you really break it down, this is a fight that you cannot miss. It's gonna go down in the history books. I don't see it coming as a draw, but somewhat, if he is able to beat Canelo at his own game, wow. The Miracle Man has done it again.
Yeah.
But
Yes, it's still too.
you know what? Just enjoy the freaking fights. That's all it is.
Xavier?
Not just next Monday, we have Andy Ruiz on the show.
And me too, I'm coming in. Oh, we're not in Vegas.
We're crashing.
I think
Yeah,
I'm
No,
in
next
Vegas.
Monday? You still in Vegas?
Yeah.
I'm back Sunday, so I'll probably be here then.
Ready for
Oh,
your
wait,
fight?
what time? Maybe I will.
Final words.
Oh, okay, I'll be here.
Final words. Follow Behind the Gloves. Follow myself, LA Fern at _323 on Instagram. Fern _323 on Twitter. All we do is talk boxing. Basically any sport. I'm pretty much open for anything. But when it comes to this,
Ping pong?
fight,
I've never heard you speak no ping pong.
hey, you ain't ever watched Balls of Fury. But
He watches the Merry Night.
if you, how would you know if his balls are Fury?
Oh!
Near his own.
No, but again, if you need a reason to watch or get the zone for $9.99 at the point, or is it $9.99?
No, no, no,
$19.99 or
This is
$89.99.
worth it right now. This is worth it right now because again, if you were watching this fight on pay-per-view, it'd be $64.99 regular, $74.99 on HD.
Yeah.
You're getting this HD for $20 a month,
And
plus
And
you're
you get the
Interest
Joshua
rate.
fight.
and you get the Joshua
all
fight
of
in
this.
that month. So trust me, this is worth it.
Just
Pick it up,
pay the
get it.
goddamn $89.99
It's
and
not
get it
only-
for the whole fucking year.
And you get it for $8 a
Right.
month.
It's
Do
not
the
only boxing you're
math.
watching either. You're watching other sports. If you like
Exactly.
MMA.
If you got MMA, they have a baseball now. They're upgrading
They're
their
getting
sports
football.
program. But again,
Cool,
get
yeah.
the zone if you don't have
They have
it.
ping pong.
This
Get in
this
the
is the reason to do
zone.
it. This is the reason to do
The
it.
zone.
And again, if you get the $89.99 they're pushing right now,
Yeah.
you get another Canelo fight this year. You get another Joshua fight this year. You get both Golovkin fights this year.
You're getting the WB Super Series.
You're getting the,
Yeah.
so you're getting.
He knew it.
You're getting Katie
You're
Taylor,
getting
undisputed.
Katie Taylor's fighting on the Joshua
My
fight.
boxing babe.
You are getting a lot for that $89.99. But again, if $19.99 and you're just only getting this month, you're still getting Katie Taylor. You're still getting Anthony
You're
Joshua.
getting my pictures too.
Not as moves though. Not as moves. But just do your thing.
Give
people.
me your social media, Cynthia Conte.
At The Real Fight Girl on Instagram and also on my new YouTube channel, and then also all my other interviews on Ring TV and my Twitter at Cynthia_Conte.
All right, and let me do this, guys. From Legends Boxing, this is the Boxing Rundown. See you guys Monday. We'll have Andy Ruiz here. Cynthia Conte will be here for
I'm gonna
back to back.
Yeah,
I'm
woo!
trying to find a fifth mic and get in here. Screw
Oh,
this.
God damn it.
This is
bro.
my seat. Sorry, Andy. This is my seat.
Oh, Andy will have to sit over there.
Hey.
No problem.
We can hear Xavier out.
So, with that said, we'll see you guys all next week, and let's see who wins this Saturday.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Oh, that was fun.
That was fun.
They want to play ping pong, bro, right here.
Hey, dude, like I said, you ain't
Look
seen
at
Balls of
that.
Fury.
Perfect.
That movie was the shit. Balls of Fury is the shit.
Hey, but when-
All right, bye,
when
guys.
we should
Thank
be
you
like
for
in-
tuning in. And let me see. And then I'll be going live on my YouTube channel in Vegas and all the behind the scenes. All
Yeah,
right.
we already have over
Bye, guys.
2K
See you guys
views.
in the bites. Bye, guys.